I don't know about you, but do you ever have the feeling when you come back from your normal life, you're greeted with the abnormal? I used to believe that, but until I went on YouTube and discovered the latest craze. Huh? What's with all the popularity of this certain YouTube video? Nah, what could it do for me? What the hell was that? That didn't make any sense whatsoever! Even though it didn't make sense, it was totally awesome. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya is a series of light novels written by Nagaru Tanigawa, released in 2003. In 2006, Kyoto Animation adapted the series into an anime spanning 14 episodes. 3 years later, it had a second season, also spanning 14 episodes. I will review both of these series because this show is well known for having a gimmick, and this is divided into two orders in which the episodes appear in: the broadcast order and the chronological order. You see, the story is split up into two segments: the main plot and the fun aftermath. When it was originally aired in 2006 on Japanese televisions, they had the fun aftermath in between the main plot, so it could have some episodes devoted into entertainment and some episodes devoted into having the main plot and having the climax at the end where it should be. This is called the broadcast order. However, in the chronological order, they had the fun aftermath in the second half of the series rather than in between the main plot, and the main plot and climax were in the first half. Kind of a nod to the association, but anyway. Even though the chronological order is a much more easier to understand version of the show, and it's what I prefer the most, it's your preference to watch a show in any order, and I'm not going to force you to change your mind about that. The story follows the life of Kyon as he starts off his first day at high school. That is where he meets our title character, Haruhi Suzumiya.
I'm Haruhi Suzumiya from East Junior High. First off, I'm not interested in ordinary people, but if any of you are aliens, time travelers, or espers, please come see me. That is all.
She finds a normal school life incredibly boring, so she decides to start her own club called
the SOS Brigade,
which is dedicated in discovering the supernatural phenomenon. But here's the twist. Haruhi has these powers in which she can alter reality at her will, and since she has the belief in time travelers, aliens, and espers, they appear in the form of SOS Brigade club members. But she never knows who they really are and is never fully aware of her powers. Throw in some sci-fi exposition and you got yourself this anime. It's hard to talk about the plot, especially when you watch it in the chronological order I mentioned earlier. What I would say is that the concept is a step above the rest when it comes to the school slice of life genre. Heck, I could even go as far as to call it unique. Despite Haruhi being the title character, you see the story through the perspective of Kyon. It gives the story a whole new depth, it's very original, and it gives us some of the wittiest dialogue in anime.
He's spreading excitement all over the world with Haruhi Suzumiya Brigade, the SOS Brigade for short. Yeah, it's okay to laugh now.
Though this is a series you really have to pay attention to, because all beside the witty dialogue of high school life, most of the exposition is at the levels of sci-fi complexity. I felt like I was watching an episode of Doctor Who. Two reasons why. One, I love Doctor Who, and two, it's explained through Kyon's character. Kyon is just a normal human being, and that's it. But I think that's why we have such an engagement with this character and to the show itself. When Kyon is thrown in positions he's in, like, for example, being explained philosophical exposition, he has no idea what some of this means. And it's at that precise moment we can empathize with Kyon. This helps for its target audience to be engaged in what's happening, and it fills us into Kyon's shoes. I know some of you hate to believe it, but it's true. Haruhi, despite what people say, is actually quite normal.
Haruhi eccentricity number 1. A different hairstyle every day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. As the days passed, the number of places she'd tie off her hair increased. On Monday, she resets her hair and then adds a tie-off point each day until Friday.
Yes, there's nothing significant about her.
Haruhi eccentricity number 2. Our PE class is separated into boys and girls. When changing into uniforms, girls use the odd-numbered classrooms and boys use the even number. It didn't matter that guys were standing around. She'd just start changing out of her school uniform.
Just a normal human being.
Eccentricity number 3. It was rather irritating that Haruhi joined every team and every extracurricular club the school had to offer. Every single one of the sports clubs lobbied for her to join their respective teams, and she turned every one of them down. She changed clubs on a daily basis, depending on her mood. In the end, though, she didn't remain a member of a single one of the clubs. I mean, what the hell does she want to do anyway?
Okay, she's a nutter who needs to be locked up in the loony asylum and fast! This also leads with the character interactions between Kyon and Haruhi. This is one of the best parts of the series. It is so entertaining, and they have so great chemistry together that you would believe that they had a long history together. Now, do you remember that I talked about the minor characters in my clone review? Because while I said they are stereotypes, they had these underlying character traits that made them stand out above the rest, to make them really interesting and likable. With these characters, they're just stereotypes hiding their true personas. You think that might be interesting, but let's see how you go from my perspective. Mikuru is the moe character who is disguised as a time traveler. Yuki is the silent, emotionless girl who's disguised as an alien. And Itsuki is the... Actually, I still don't know who the Anyway, he's disguised as an esper. Now don't get me wrong, I do not hate these characters or find them actually interesting. It's just when compared to such complex chemistry between Kyon and Haruhi, they're just very insignificant. But that doesn't mean I hate them. I really do like them, and they're so fun and so... they just make them so likeable, but they're just insignificant to the plot is concerned. I think we just have to face the facts that most of KyoAni's shows look absolutely amazing. Full Metal Panic, Canon, Air, Clannad, Lucky Star, and this series looks absolutely stunning. They always have their own original style every time they do one of these examples. Yes, the character designs for the girls may take a little while to get used to, but once you look past it, it's really good. If you don't, it's still good, bitch. Now, all that praise I've been giving this animation company, around 2003 to 2008, they were at their best. Until K-On! Came out in 2009. If you don't know, I hate this anime. Why? Because I believe that they focus too much on moe, when in the past they had a good balance between it and the plot. This had a huge effect on the animation and the character designs, and I thought, why? Yes, I know everything has to develop in everything, including the art style, but this is not the right direction. This applies with Series 2, but I'll get to that later when I talk about it. But for what I got in Series 1, amazing. The voice acting for the series is really good. Watch it either way. But when my preference to watch something is English, I'm going to talk about my preference and what I thought about it. The English dub is just spot on with the Japanese dub. Wendy Lee does a great job in catching the hyperactivity of Haruhi. Crispin Freeman does a great job of Kyon and absolutely nails the comedic moments.
She's a total little cutie!
Great, now she sounds like a pervert.
And everyone else sounds spot on. However, there's one voice that bugs me, and that's Stephanie Shea's portrayal of Mikuru. Yes, I know she's a moe character, but when her voice is so unnaturally high-pitched that could be a new form of dog whistle, that just becomes annoying for me. Bark! The music for this series is just as good. The soundtrack has a variety of different instruments and genres instead of focusing on just happy-go-lucky music and emotional orchestral pieces. I find it very refreshing and it helps to complement the show without reusing any songs. The opening is energetic and it gets you pumped up for what's about to come in the episode. It sort of makes you have the feeling that you want to make a music video out of this song. Here, let me show you. Anyway, let's talk about Series 2. Actually, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So, here's a little reconstruction of what the effect Series 2 has made on me. Here is this balloon. This represents Series 2. Now, you may think this is a normal, harmless balloon. That's why you're wrong. So, if you add this balloon to this wall, and you throw it... Oh, damn it! You get something that hurts. Oh golly, I need something to... And all that pain that I had was because of the Endless 8, the infamous Endless 8 arc. And because of that, every other story in that series suffered because of it. Also, in the chronological order, they end with the weakest episode of the lot. And while it's not as boring as everyone thinks it is, it does leave for an open ending, and yeah, that really pissed me off a bit. Anyway, on to the conclusion. In conclusion, this is not an anime. It's a love letter to all otakus around the world. It takes every anime cliche, wraps them all up in a big present, and gives us something everyone can enjoy, and it works. It's original, it's creative, it's interesting, it's memorable, and it's just a fun experience to have when you've just felt depression for like, I don't know, years. The story is great, the characters are fun, the animation is stunning, and the music is just harmonic chocolates. Series 2 may be a letdown, but Series 1 instantly makes it forgivable. KHF, you just got me more reasons to like you as a person and a YouTuber. If that's even a word. So, this is IrishAnimefan. Until next time, Wait a minute. You're saying there's something I haven't talked about yet? What was it? What? Wait, what? Oh god. This is... Oh god. Wait, what? Oh no. You should honestly brace yourself for what you're going to face right now.